Hello, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Serina Vassar here. That's Gus in the background. I am back. I was gone for a week. I had a bit of a cold and my husband got the cold, and so it's just been a house full of colds. Doing great now and just about to head off to my office for work. I really want a second cup of coffee. You didn't see me drink my first cup of coffee this morning, but instead I am going to enjoy my green smoothie that my husband made. So you might recall the last time you guys saw me on my daily vlog, I was talking about GAPS still. So for now, I'm done with GAPS. I went through the intro stages. It was great. I actually had a really wonderful experience with GAPS. I think it was really, really helpful. It was a great way to help reset my digestive system. But now I'm not too concerned with, is this food specifically full GAPS diet approved or not? I'm just gonna go back to eating kind of similarly to how I was eating, but with a couple of tweaks. So in my green smoothie, I've got kale, Swiss chard, spinach, which is all raw carrot, raw tomato, some frozen strawberries, some blueberries, some some ice cubes, and maybe a little bit of a frozen banana, and I think that's it. I can't remember. Oh, an avocado. It's got a whole avocado mixed into it. So Jeremy makes his giant smoothie and he gives me the leftover, which is a nice size for me right here in my glass container with my little glass straw. It's pretty good, so let's get ready to go. Heading over to my office. It is kind of dreary outside today. I'm not too happy about that. I love it when it's spring and nice and warm, and it's only 66 degrees. Boo. Yes, so I know I just mentioned to you when we were in the kitchen that I'm kind of like almost done with my GAPS experiment. I really loved it. I thought it was super awesome and great. I went through all the intro stages. I was on the process then program for about a month, and it was wonderful. I had a really good time. Like I said, bowel movements improved, my skin improved. All these things were like, I didn't even expect to see really a big change. I have not yet reintroduced dairy. I will be doing that with you guys shortly, but as you might recall, in my last segment that I recorded, I think I mentioned my vlog is going to change a little bit. I'm going to have a section for GAPS type things for foods. And for those of you who maybe don't know, GAPS stands for Gut and Psychology Syndrome, and it's a really intensive gut healing program. Fantastic, created by Dr. Natasha Campbell McBride. You can look her up, linked below. And it's great, but I also want to do some other things with my channel. I want to do some of my just general pro tips for living healthy in the real world. I want to do some makeup tutorials. I just posted a video yesterday on Tuesday about my beauty counter process. I think that's super fun. I'm wearing my beauty counter products right now. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And you know what I did decide? I am drinking my green smoothie and it is delish. It's awesome. But I think I am going to go right over and get some coffee from Starbucks and show you what my usual go-to drink is. Keeping it real in the real world. See ya in the drive-thru lane. So I'm waiting in line right now. I am not in line. I'm at a traffic light before I can get to the drive-through Starbucks. And I want to talk to you a little bit about the type of coffee that I order. Now, I am not usually a fan of buying coffee out. I usually will just make it at home, but I didn't really have enough time to do that before I left. I had a little bit of coffee this morning from my morning coffee with Jeremy, but it was only about like maybe 4 ounces. I didn't drink very much. And I don't particularly need caffeine to like feel like I'm getting going for the day, but I really love drinking warm beverages, and I'm just feeling like a little bit more coffee. So I try when I am going out and buying coffee to keep my caffeine a little bit more limited. So what I'll usually do is get an Americano, which is espresso mixed with hot water. I like that because it's a little bit fresher than just typical brewed coffee, and you can monitor the caffeine component a little bit more easily. So generally speaking, a shot of espresso is about 50 milligrams of caffeine, whereas a small coffee can be 250 milligrams of caffeine. So I like to keep it a little bit lower so that I'm not like totally off the wall.
Hi, what can I get for you?
Hello, may I please have a short Caffe Americano with a little bit of steamed almond milk with that?
Sure. Anything else today?
And that's all.
Okay, it's going to be $2.39. Thank you.
Thank you. So I like to get a short. That's just 1 shot of espresso and some hot water, and that is a short, for those of you who don't know, is just a little, like 8 ounces cup of coffee, and it's perfect for me. I just want a little warmth, a little pick-me-up, something a little bit nice to kind of keep things going really smooth, and then I'll show you how I spice things up once I have my coffee. I am a hot beverage girl all the way. I know that some people really like their iced coffees and their frappuccinos and all of that. I have to be in the mood for cold coffee, and right now, definitely not in the mood. It's kind of cold out, like I said. It's like in the 60s, so for me that's cold. Definitely not hot enough for some cold coffee, so I'm just going to enjoy my nice, hot, short Caffe Americano with a little bit of steamed almond milk. I like the almond milk because it's not... it's non-dairy, and it's not as, I don't know how to describe, it's not as silky as the coconut milk. If you get coconut milk, I like the foam better from the almond milk than the coconut milk. And while we're waiting here in line, I thought I would show you my super cute little Starbucks gift card. Isn't this adorable? It says Happy Mother's Day, but that's okay. I think it's really fantastic. So that's my little gift card, and I'll show you still while we're waiting here. My add-ins that I always put in my coffee. Not always, sometimes I drink it plain, but today I'm feeling like making it fancier. So I've got here some liquid stevia. Now we're moving. And my second most favorite add-in is my vanilla extract. And this is just vanilla extract in a little eyedropper that I put in, and it's perfect. So, oh, it looks like we are moving again. Good, how are you?
Good, $2.39.
There you go. Thank you. Oh, that's
There you go.
Thanks very much. No problem.
Oh, your dog is so
Yeah.
cute.
Thanks.
He like blends in so well.
He is adorable. Right, Gus? You are so cute. Thank you very much. You too. Alright. Let's pull aside here and add in the rest of our yumminess. Here is our little tiny, it's almost like a latte, you can see. Oh, not too high. I'll show you. Ooh, nice little bit of foam. And now I'll add my liquid stevia. So for me, I like it not too sweet. I'll just put like 3 or 4 drops in. If I can open it. So it comes in a little eyedropper, and I just put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'll put 6 in, 6 drops. So stevia is a non-calorie liquid sweetener that is made from a stevia leaf, which I love because it is very natural and wholesome. So here's my liquid vanilla extract, and I'm just going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops of liquid vanilla, and then we'll give this a little swirl and see how it goes. Perfect. Wasn't that barista just so sweet? She was adorable. I love seeing her there, and I can never catch her name. Cecilia, maybe, something like that. But she was like, oh my gosh, your dog's so cute. And it's so true. Gus is stinking adorable. I don't think she's ever noticed. Gus has been in the car every time I've been to that Starbucks drive-thru, and I don't think she's ever noticed him before, so it was adorable. I cannot wait to get back to my office, add a little bit more hot water to my short little coffee here, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. I love adding my little stevia and vanilla to any of these treats because it keeps your macros really stable. You don't have a whole lot of extra sugar, you don't have a whole lot of extra junk mixed in. You just get a little bit of flavor, a little bit of sweetness. Sometimes a lot of times I don't add the stevia, a lot of times I just add the vanilla, which is great too. That's a nice way to do it. But today I was feeling like I wanted a little bit more sweet, so that's what I went for. It's my fave. What's your fave coffee drink? If you are watching below, comment to me. I'd love to hear what your favorite one is. Coffee's great. I love Starbucks. It's so much fun. Made it to my office, and I'm gonna go in and add a little bit more water to my coffee. I think I forgot to ask them. Normally if I do this, I'll say to fill it up to the top with water, but because normally when people order this, typically they're just looking for espresso with a little bit of cream on top. I like the little bit more diluted sort of experience. I get to drink it for a little bit longer. It is raining now. I was going to take y'all with me as I walk to the front door, but I am not going to do that. I'm just going to meet you inside. See you in just a moment. Got my extra water in my coffee, and it's delicious. I'm home from work now, and it is getting pretty late, so I am going to go actually take a nice wonderful soak in my Epsom salt bathtub and enjoy that. It has been a fun day today. I just saw a bunch of clients, and you saw me earlier with my coffee. I love my coffee. I know I said that already, but it's pretty delicious. If I have time later, I'll show you what I'm having for dinner. I know I'm not strictly on gaps anymore, but I think it could be kind of fun to show you what I'm doing now. I will probably be eating a sausage that we've got in there with some eggs and cooked veggies, kind of similar to what I've done in the past with the addition of the sausage to the picture. And I think that's about it. So I will see you after the bath. And for those of you who I know might be wondering, I take my Epsom salt baths. I have a big soaking tub, which I love, and I add about 2 cups of Epsom salt to the tub. So here's the tub. Delightful and filling up with water. So I do about 2 cups of Epsom salt, and I just mix it in, and it is delightful. And today I'm going to be putting in a couple of drops of lavender essential oil, just because why not? Bath is done. I feel so refreshed now. Jeremy and I are going to take the dogs for a walk. Walk is completed. We all had a good time. Gus is drinking here. That's what you can hear in the background. For those of you who might be wondering, I use Epsom salt baths, or Epsom salt in my baths, to help with sore muscles and general detox support. And as you might recall, I was just getting over a cold a few days ago, so it's really nice to just let the body kind of heal and relax and detoxify through an Epsom salt bath. It's great. For those of you who might also be wondering, if you have seen some of my previous vlogs, I did recently get my belly button pierced, and they typically recommend that you do not take a bath or use Epsom salts when you have a fresh piercing. It's considered an open wound, and you don't really want to do that. So I broke those rules. I think it's fine. I've had a lot of wound healing experience with piercings, and it's not been a problem. I forgot one last thing. I was going to show you my dinner for tonight, so here you go. Ta-da! Beautiful. This is cucumbers sliced sprinkled with salt. There is a pile of mayonnaise here to dip the cucumbers in. This is 2 eggs fried up with spices. And then one of those sausages that I was talking about. So that is my dinner. That's what I will be eating tonight, and it's going to be pretty delicious. So I'm going to enjoy that, and for real, I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and see you tomorrow. Bye.